The notification hit at exactly 11:47 p.m. One headline, one name, and suddenly, the entire entertainment world felt like it had tilted off its axis. Yu Menglong, beloved star, rising icon, a face synonymous with elegance and quiet intensity, was gone. Within minutes, social media feeds exploded. Hashtags multiplied faster than anyone could refresh their screens. Fan accounts changed profile pictures to black. Comment sections flooded with disbelief. But grief was only the beginning. Because almost immediately, two other names began climbing the trending charts alongside his. Fan Shiqi.
Du Chong.
And that's when the storm truly began. The first 24 hours, silence that spoke too loudly. In the wake of Yu Menglong's passing, tributes poured in from co-stars, directors, stylists, and brands. Carefully worded condolences appeared in neat blocks of black and white text. But fans noticed something unsettling. Fan Shiqi, one of Yu Menglong's closest friends in the industry, was silent. No statement. No repost. No black ribbon emoji. Hours passed. Then 12 hours. Then nearly a full day. Speculation started to swirl. Why hasn't he said anything? They were inseparable during filming. Is there something we don't know? Meanwhile, Du Chong, who had reportedly been present at a private gathering the night before Yu Menglong's sudden hospitalization, deleted 3 recent posts without explanation. Screenshots circulated instantly. In the digital age, nothing disappears quietly. The party no one wants to talk about. According to early reports circulating online, Yu Menglong had attended a small, invitation-only gathering at a luxury apartment the evening before his condition reportedly worsened. No official guest list was released. But fans are detectives in their own right. A blurry reflection in a wine glass photo. A background voice in a live stream clip. A timestamp matching Du Chong's location tag. The pieces began to form a picture. Was there an argument? Did something happen that night? Why are details so vague? None of it was confirmed, yet the internet thrives on possibility. And possibility quickly turns into narrative. The CCTV clip that changed everything. 3 days after the initial announcement, a short CCTV snippet surfaced online. Grainy.
Silent.
Timestamped at 2:17 a.m. It allegedly showed Yu Menglong exiting a building lobby alone, looking unsteady. Behind him, barely visible, a figure some claimed resembled Du Chong. The video was too unclear to be definitive. But clarity isn't required for outrage. The clip was reposted millions of times within hours. Side-by-side comparisons appeared. Fans zoomed in on posture, hairstyle, clothing silhouettes. Some insisted it proved nothing. Others were convinced it proved everything. Du Chong's team released a brief statement denying involvement in any altercation and urging the public to avoid baseless speculation. The phrase baseless speculation only fueled more fire. Fan Shiqi's midnight post. Then came the post. At 1:03 a.m., Fan Shiqi finally broke his silence. The message was short. I hope the truth is respected. Please let him rest. No direct mention of the party. No direct defense of anyone. But the wording was deliberate. The truth. That single word sent shockwaves through fan communities. Was he implying misinformation was spreading? Or that something had yet to be revealed? Within minutes, the comment section spiraled into chaos. Are you saying the official statement isn't complete? Who are you protecting? Tell us what happened. Fan Shiqi did not respond further. The industry reacts. While fans dissected every word, industry insiders began quietly distancing themselves from controversy. Brands temporarily paused scheduled collaborations involving Du Chong. Production companies reportedly reviewed footage and security logs from the apartment complex in question. Meanwhile, memorials for Yu Menglong grew larger by the day. Flowers lined the entrance of his agency building. Handwritten letters covered entire walls. In candlelight vigils, fans wept openly, not just for the loss of an actor, but for the uncertainty surrounding his final hours. Because grief is complicated. But unanswered questions make it heavier. The divide. Two camps formed online. One believed the tragedy was a medical emergency unfairly turned into conspiracy. The other insisted too many details were inconsistent. Why had initial reports about the timeline changed twice? Why was there confusion about who accompanied Yu Menglong to the hospital? Why were certain names absent from official acknowledgments? Fan Shiqi and Du Chong found themselves unwillingly cast as central figures in a narrative neither had fully addressed. Their follower counts fluctuated dramatically. Support messages mixed with accusations. In the age of viral justice, public opinion moves faster than facts. A private friendship under public scrutiny. For years, Yu Menglong and Fan Shiqi had shared behind-the-scenes moments, birthday celebrations, playful interviews, inside jokes during press tours. Now, those same clips were resurfacing with new context. Fans searched for hidden tension in old videos. A paused smile. A brief glance away. Anything that could suggest something deeper. But sometimes friendship is simply friendship. And tragedy doesn't need conflict to exist. Still, the silence from those closest to him felt louder than any headline. The question no one can escape. At the center of the frenzy remains a painful truth. A life was lost. And the people who knew him best are grieving, under a spotlight. Whether Fan Shiqi's delayed statement was caution or shock. Whether Du Chong's deleted posts were coincidence or damage control. Whether the CCTV clip tells a complete story or none at all. Right now, there are more questions than answers. The human cost of speculation. As hashtags continue to trend, one reality stands firm. Online narratives shape real-world consequences. Careers can be altered. Reputations reshaped. Friendships fractured. And in the midst of it all lies a family mourning privately while millions debate publicly. The hunger for clarity is understandable. But clarity takes time. Investigations, official or internal, move slower than trending topics. And sometimes, silence is not guilt. It is protection. What happens next? Authorities have reportedly stated that findings regarding Yu Menglong's passing will be handled according to protocol and privacy laws. No formal accusations have been made. No confirmed wrongdoing has been established. Yet the digital courtroom remains active. Fan Shiqi's cryptic wording. Du Chong's denials. The late-night footage. Each element forms part of a puzzle that may, or may not, fit together. Until verified information emerges, the story exists in fragments, amplified by emotion. A final reflection. The most mind-blowing part of this unfolding saga isn't a hidden scandal or a shocking reveal. It's how quickly grief transforms into investigation. How rapidly silence becomes suspicion. How two trending names can overshadow the person whose memory should remain central. Yu Menglong was more than a headline. More than a mystery. More than a hashtag. As fans continue demanding answers, perhaps the most powerful act is patience. Because truth, real truth, does not need to trend to exist. And until that truth is confirmed, every assumption carries weight. In the end, what remains undeniable is this. A bright light in the entertainment world has dimmed, and the shadows left behind are being examined under the harshest spotlight imaginable. The first 24 hours after Yu Menglong's death didn't just shake the entertainment industry. They exposed it. It began with the announcement, cold, formal, heartbreakingly brief. Within minutes, timelines across every platform turned into memorial walls. Fans posted clips of his softest smiles, his most emotional scenes, the interviews where he laughed shyly and thanked supporters for growing up with him. Candles flickered in profile pictures. Black ribbons replaced colorful banners. But while grief surged publicly, something else was building quietly beneath it. Silence. Specifically, the silence of Fan Shiqi. Hour 1, shock. At first, no one questioned it. News like this freezes people. Friends process differently. Some collapse into private sorrow before speaking. Fan Shiqi and Yu Menglong weren't just co-stars. They had shared years of friendship, behind-the-scenes photos, late-night birthday celebrations, chaotic live-stream laughter that fans replayed endlessly. So when Fan Shiqi didn't post immediately, people understood. He must be devastated. He probably can't even look at his phone. Sympathy filled the gap. Hour 6, unease. By the 6th hour, tributes from other celebrities had poured in. Directors shared handwritten notes. Stylists posted unseen rehearsal photos. A-list stars publicly mourned. Even distant collaborators had spoken. But Fan Shichi's account remained unchanged. His last post? A cheerful promotional clip from 2 days earlier. No black icon. No caption edit. No comment. Fans refreshed obsessively. Still nothing. The comment section began to shift tone. Are you okay? Please say something. Why are you silent? Hour 12. Screenshots and shadows. By midnight, tension had replaced patience. Someone noticed that Fan Shichi had been online. A green active status flickered briefly. Screenshots circulated instantly. He's seeing everything. So, why isn't he responding? Conspiracy threads began to form, not explosive accusations yet, but questions stacked on top of each other like unstable blocks. And then came the detail that truly set the internet on fire. Fan accounts claimed he had attended the same private gathering the night before Yu Minglong's hospitalization. No confirmation. No official guest list. Just overlapping timestamps from social media activity and location speculation. But in the digital era, speculation spreads faster than fact. Hour 18. The deleted follow. At 5:42 a.m., an eagle-eyed fan claimed Fan Shichi's account had briefly unfollowed someone connected to the rumored gathering. Whether it was a glitch or a deliberate click didn't matter. Screenshots flooded timelines. Why would he do that now? What is he trying to hide? The narrative was no longer about grief. It was about behavior. Micro-behavior. Every digital move dissected like forensic evidence. Hour 22. Pressure mounts. By the 22nd hour, hashtags linking Yu Minglong's name with Fan Shichi's had overtaken the original memorial tag. Media blogs began writing think pieces. Why the silence? Inside the friendship. Unanswered questions. The pressure was no longer subtle. It was global. Fans demanded reassurance.
Clarity.
Emotion. Something. Anything. Because in moments of tragedy, silence can feel like absence. And absence can feel like betrayal. Hour 24. The post. Then, at 1:03 a.m., exactly 24 hours after the initial announcement, Fan Shichi posted. No dramatic photo. No staged image. Just plain text on a black background. I hope the truth is respected. Please let him rest. 12 words. But they detonated like fireworks in a dark sky. The truth. That word echoed louder than any tribute. What truth? Was he implying misinformation? Was he hinting at something deeper? Was he defending himself? Someone else? Fans zoomed in on punctuation, analyzed spacing, compared tone to his past posts. Some saw heartbreak between the lines. Others saw deflection. Within 10 minutes, the comment count surpassed 200,000. Within 30, it was trending worldwide. The body language experts. Old interview clips resurfaced instantly. A press conference where Yu Minglong had teased Fan Shichi about being too secretive. A backstage video where Fan Shichi had placed a steadying hand on Yu Minglong's shoulder. Fans dissected every frame. Look at that glance. Was there tension? Were they hiding something even then? It was as if the entire internet had become a panel of detectives, piecing together fragments of friendship under the harsh light of hindsight. But hindsight is dangerous. It reshapes memory to fit narrative. Grief versus suspicion. What made those first 24 hours so explosive wasn't confirmed wrongdoing. It was uncertainty colliding with emotion. When someone beloved passes unexpectedly, the human mind searches for cause, for accountability, for something solid to hold on to. And when clarity doesn't come immediately, it invents structure from shadows. Fan Shichi's silence wasn't proof of anything. But in a world that moves at the speed of refresh buttons, waiting feels unbearable. And unbearable quickly becomes accusatory. The real scene. While the internet debated timestamps and follows, a quieter scene unfolded elsewhere. A hospital corridor.
Dim lights. Closed doors.
People who had actually known Yu Menglong standing together in shock. Phones buzzing endlessly with notifications they couldn't process. Because outside the screen, grief isn't performative. It's messy, disorienting, wordless. Perhaps that silence wasn't strategy. Perhaps it was survival. The first 24 hours were never just about trending names. They were about how quickly mourning transforms into investigation, how easily a pause becomes suspicion, and how, in the age of constant connection, even silence is interpreted as a statement. Whether answers eventually surface or not, those first 24 hours will remain unforgettable, not because of confirmed revelations, but because of the emotional wildfire sparked by absence. And sometimes, absence speaks louder than any headline ever could.